Hello everyone, I welcome you in digital classes of physics. Dear students, these days we have started our unit 7, that is dual nature of matter and radiation. And yesterday I have finished this unit with the topic dual nature of matter. I hope that each and every topic from this chapter is clear to you all. Students, now our last part is numericals related to unit 4, that is dual nature of matter and radiations. So actually there are so many numericals, but I have taken here a few numericals and 3 numericals I have given you as your assignment. So please watch this video very carefully and try to solve your assignment questions given at the end. Okay? And after that you need to send these all assignment questions to me on my WhatsApp number as your attendance. I hope I'm clear to you all. So let us proceed with our first numerical. Students, our first numerical is find photon energy in electron volt for an electromagnetic wave, we call it EM wave, of wavelength 1 meter. First of all, we need to check units. Unit of wavelength is 1 meter. That means it is in SI system. No need to change it. We have to calculate photon energy in electron volt. Very simple. We know that 1 joule, 1 electron volt is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 joule. So in this way we can convert it. But we have to calculate photon energy. Its expression already we have studied in our theory. So let us proceed. Given lambda means wavelength equal to 1 meter. Students, these two constants we will use here. That's why I have written their numerical values in beginning only. First, the speed of light in vacuum. We denote it by the letter C. 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter. Planck's constant, we denote it by the letter small h, equal to 6.62 into 10 raised to power minus 34 joule second. Energy of photon formula we have studied when we have studied the properties of photon. It is h nu. Nu means your frequency, and you know that frequency multiplied by wavelength is equal to speed. So frequency is equal to speed means c divided by a wavelength. Remember, nu is equal to c upon lambda. And lambda is equal to c upon nu, means your frequency and wavelength are inversely proportional to each other. Okay, so nu, in place of nu I have written c upon lambda. Each and every value you have given, so put these values 10 raised to minus 34 and 10 raised to power 8. Whenever you will subtract these power, you will get 10 raised to minus 26. 6.62 multiplied by 3, the answer you are getting 19.86 into 10 raised to power minus 26 joule. But students, here the answer is in joule. But in question they have asked us that calculate the photon energy in electron volt. Okay, so we have to convert this joule into electron volt. So when we have completed this theory, then I have told you one very important expression which was coming in MCQs also, that 1 electron volt is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 joule. This number is very familiar with you, so you will not face any problem in learning this numerical value. So joule we want to calculate, so 1 joule I will keep one side. This whole numerical term will go in denominator, so it is 1 upon 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 electron volt. This value we will put back in equation number 1. So putting back in equation number 1, 19.86 into 10 raised to minus 26 divided by the term 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19. Students, minus 26 minus 19, when it will go up, if base is same, powers will be added. So minus 19 will go up, it will get plus. So plus 19, so answer will be minus 7, 10 is to minus 7. And when you will divide these two numbers, means 19.86 you will divide by 1.6, you will get 12.41. Okay, so this is our final answer in standard form, that is 1.2 into 10 raised to power minus 6 electron volt. Students, this was a simple question if you have to do up to here, but maximum time they are giving these questions in your competitive exams also, that convert it into electron volt. So for converting in electron volt, you have to follow this process. Okay, now let us proceed towards the second question. The second question and third question, these are very important because many times they have been asked in exams. Okay, so let us start. A photon and electron. We are comparing a photon and electron. A photon and electron got same de Broglie wavelength, which has greater energy. दोनों की डी ब्रॉगली वेवलेंथ सेम है, आपको बताना है कि किसकी एनर्जी जो है वो ग्रेटर है. सो लेट अस स्टार्ट. Electron will have more energy. Answer is written in first line only, that electron will have more energy. But if the question is for 3 marks, you have to explain that why electron will have more energy. Okay, so we know that photon energy, EP means energy of photon, is equal to h nu. Just now I told nu is equal to c upon lambda, so it is hc upon lambda. I have given it equation number 1, that energy of photon means EP is equal to hc upon lambda. EE means energy of electron. Einstein has given this very important equation. E is equal to mc square. So E means energy of electron is equal to hc square upon lambda b. Now from where this h upon lambda v came, c square तो यहाँ पे था, लेकिन m की जगह पे h upon lambda v. This we have calculated from this expression. You know, according to de Broglie wavelength, lambda is equal to h upon b. So यहाँ से m की वैल्यू निकाल लो, m ऊपर आ जाएगा, lambda नीचे चला जाएगा, तो m is equal to h upon lambda b. Okay, now this is energy of photon, this is energy of electron. Divide this both, EP upon EE. EP की वैल्यू divided via EE की वैल्यू. So cancel the terms, c and c will cancel out, h and h will cancel out, lambda and lambda will cancel out. Very simple cancellation. Then you will get EP upon EE is equal to V upon C. Students, C is greater than V because C is the velocity of light, and according to our concepts, the velocity of light is the maximum velocity with which any object can move. That means C is always greater than V. Okay, so EE is greater than EP. If C is greater, so C is in denominator, EE is also in denominator, so EE is greater than EP. That means electron will have more energy than photon. Okay, once again I am telling you this. सबसे पहले आपने यहाँ पे EP लिखना है, एनर्जी ऑफ फोटोन h न्यू hc अपॉन लैम्डा. फिर आपने एनर्जी ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन निकालनी है जो mc स्क्वायर है. m की वैल्यू आपने डी ब्रॉगली वेवलेंथ से निकालनी है. दोनों को डिवाइड करना है. डिवाइड करने के बाद आपके पास आ जाएगा EP अपॉन EE इज इक्वल टू V अपॉन C. यहाँ पर C इज ग्रेटर देन V, दैट्स वाई EE इज ग्रेटर देन EP. Okay, I hope students that you understood this question, that is question number 2. Now let us proceed towards the third numerical. Again, third numerical is very simple, that an electron, alpha particle and photon have same kinetic energy. यहाँ पे kinetic energy given same, which will have more de Broglie wavelength. De Broglie wavelength किसकी ज़्यादा होगी? If in one line I will tell you answer, then its answer is also electron. The wavelength of electron will be more. Now why? So let us proceed. We know that de Broglie wavelength is equal to lambda is equal to h upon mv. mv is here momentum, and in your +1 class also you have studied the relation between momentum and kinetic energy. Momentum is equal to under root 2me. So instead of mv I have written under root 2me. Students, energy is same means ये वाली term तो same है, तो बाकी क्या बचा सिर्फ m, क्योंकि h तो constant है. That means L is inversely proportional to mass. Inversely proportional means if mass is more, wavelength will be less. If mass is less, wavelength will be more, inverse relation. Okay, so you know that mass of electron का mass तो बहुत कम होता है, 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 kg. Mass of proton little more than electron, it is 1.67 into 10 raised to power minus 27 kg. Lambda alpha particle means helium particle. Okay, in chemistry also you would have studied that alpha particles means helium particles. So obviously helium, hydrogen helium, its atomic number is 2. So obviously it will be more heavy than electron and proton. Okay, so mass of electron is less, mass of proton is more, and mass of alpha particle is greatest. So जिसका mass सबसे ज़्यादा है उसकी wavelength सबसे कम होगी. That means wavelength of electron will be more than wavelength of proton, then wavelength of alpha particle. So it is very simple question that whose wavelength will be more. Answer of these both questions is electron, but you need to explain for getting full marks. Okay. Now here is turn for your assignment questions. So here I have written 3 assignment questions for you. Students, you need to solve these all 3 numericals, and hint I have given along with question. Okay, so take a screenshot and do solve these assignment questions. Hints are given, numerical values, you know what are the numerical values. If you don't know, then all I have written here in this question, you can copy it from here. So this is enough for today. I hope you understood numericals related to unit 4. With this we have finished our unit number 7, and now we will start revision for our term 1 examination, in which first 5 units will come. Total paper will be for 60 marks. Okay, and paper pattern will be same as in +1. So students, please do revise your unit 1 to unit 5 for your term 1 examination, which will start from September 7 according to date sheet provided by HP Bose. Okay, so this is enough for today. Thank you. Have a good day.